I did a video on Facebook yesterday talking about freestyle and hip hop and a little bit about house and electro. And the reason I made the video was because I was responding to a post somebody made in a DJ playlist group, and I know it was just a joke. It was Nate Clancy who made it. Freestyle sucks, changed my mind. And what I wanted to do was kind of define what freestyle was. And one thing that I mentioned in the video was that we used to call it Latin hip hop. Now, before I go any further, freestyle is stuff like Expose, Will to Power, George Lamond, Noel, Cynthia, Connie, Cover Girls. That's freestyle. Stevie B, you guys know who he is. It's big on the West Coast still. And you can get away with playing it a lot at events like Quinceañeras and things. I know Art does it all the time, and it's really cool to hear those songs when he does a set at a Quinceañera. But anyway, I get challenged a lot about the whole Latin hip-hop thing. People say, I don't remember ever calling it that. I grew up in Miami, or I grew up here or there. Never heard it referred to as Latin hip-hop. Well, that's what we used to call it. And, part of me thinks, well, maybe I'm crazy, because I haven't heard anybody refer to it as Latin hip-hop in a long time. In fact, when you Google Latin hip-hop, Daddy Yankee comes up, and it's like, no, that's reggaeton. That's different. Google's defining Latin hip-hop as rap with Latin lyrics. And, well, here, look, Exhibit 1. I'm not crazy. I bought this CD in the mid-90s because it had a Nest mix of Cover Girl Show Me on it. I was very excited to have that on CD. And it's got a lot of other tracks on here. Like, there's Cynthia, there's Shannon Let the Music Play, there's Expose, there's a lot of stuff on here. And it's clearly marked Latin hip-hop right there. And when I saw it, I knew exactly what it was. I got excited and I bought it, and later got the album. Exhibit 2. I did find this documentary from probably about 1988 where they're talking about freestyle as Latin hip-hop. They do mention the term freestyle in there, but the producers and the DJs, including Latin Rascal, are talking about Latin hip-hop and not particularly freestyle. So the good news is I'm not completely insane. Here's how I remember it. Way back in the early 80s, the term hip-hop wasn't necessarily something that had to do with music. It had more to do with urban culture. So it was graffiti art, it was breakdancing, it was the way you dressed. And the term freestyle was a form of turntablism, but it was also a form of graffiti art and breakdance and dress. So when somebody would say play some hip-hop, you didn't know what to play because it wasn't really a musical genre. What we call hip-hop now is rap. But it used to be a lot of things. The music associated with the hip-hop movement was electro, for instance, like Twilight 22, Egyptian Lover, Man Parish, that kind of stuff. Or it was what we call freestyle now, Debbie Deb, Trinier, that kind of stuff. Or rap like Grandmaster Flash or Houdini or LA Dream Team, which also was kind of considered Latin hip-hop too, by the way. So yeah, it was a lot less pigeonholed back in the old days. Now, where did freestyle come from as far as the new name for what I knew as Latin hip-hop? I think it came from this act right here. This is a Miami act, I believe, called Freestyle. I've got several of the records. Don't Stop the Rock, It's Automatic, The Party Has Just Begun. I believe that's where they grabbed it from. But it's funny, when you listen to this artist, Freestyle, today, it might sound more like electro to you. It won't sound like Stevie B or Noel or Corona or something like that. So yeah, I think today when they talk about freestyle, it's much more that particular sound, Sapphire, whatever. Even Sweet Sensation, or what was the other one? Some of the stuff from Starpoint was even considered freestyle, the late stuff. But yeah, I liked Latin hip hop, and it was a lot of things, including electro, including some European stuff like Art of Noise or George Kranz, or several other like kind of progressive electronic artists from Europe. And Also, yeah, the stuff like Stevie B I really enjoy. I don't like all of it, though. I mean, if I had to be completely candid, there are probably, I don't know, 30 to 50 freestyle songs that I enjoy. Some I don't. I don't really care for George Lamond much. I love Will to Power, Expose, that top 40 stuff. Stevie B's cool. I really like Cover Girls. I enjoy Trenier and Debbie Deb. But a lot of that stuff may not be considered freestyle anymore. A lot of that stuff may be in the electro category, such as Egyptian Lover, which I love that kind of stuff, that what we call electro now. But yeah, it used to be a broader term with Latin hip hop, but it's ironic because freestyle would seem like it would be a little more open to accepting other genres into it, but it's more pigeonholed, so there's irony there. Anyway, I don't know, quick video for you. I don't know if it made any sense or not. I'm not insane. I feel good about that. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Practice and enjoy.